Advice about money. I like this one. Um, you know, this is one of my favorite topics. I love this topic. I mean, it's how I make a living is teaching people about money. Um, the problem is today there's good advice out there and there's bad advice, and the question is where do you go with it? And the advice that you receive, how do you know if it's good or bad? And it's kind of like I tell my clients when I sit down with brand new clients. I tell my clients, go by your gut instinct. Does it feel right? Does it feel right to you what someone's saying to you? The reason why I say that, you can say it's your gut instinct, but really it's, someone else talking to you, telling you if it's good or not. And I tell people, if you make that decision and you wake up in the morning and it's on your mind, give me a call. Tell me. That means you don't understand everything. But also, people need to know there's no such thing as a quick buck out there. No such thing. Believe me, I've tried them. You got gambling, you got casinos, you got the lottery. What do they have now? This new thing. You're missing out on this 18-cent penny stock, marijuana stock. I mean, come on, give me a break. It's just people trying to make money off you. That's what it is. And the biggest thing is I've always believed, and I know this will work, and I promise this will work to anybody that listens to this. I can't give you financial advice here, in this interview or on this Facebook page because so many compliance issues, so I'm not going to tell you what to buy. But there's a formula, and this formula works every time if you stick with this formula. And the formula is the top 10%, give it back to God. And the reason why I say give that back to God is because He's the reason that you have that money. He is that reason. That's it, hands down. Give 10% to Him. That next 10%, give it to yourself. Okay? Give it to yourself. Then take 20% and pay down your bills and your debt. More your debt. Just pay down your debt with that 20%. So now we're up to 40%. We have 60% left. What are you going to do with that 60%? That's what you're going to live on. You're going to live on that. That's how you are going to maintain your lifestyle. Now what's going to happen eventually, that 20%, it's going to pay down, pay down, pay down. Guess what? That 60% you're living on just turned into what? 80%. What I really want to focus on is that 10% that you pay yourself. Now, a lot of people, they don't understand when I say pay yourself. Does that mean go out and buy yourself a nice watch? Nah. Does that mean go buy yourself a nice purse, a nice bag? But I've learned they're not called purses, they're called bags now. Go buy yourself a nice bag? No, that's not what that means. When I say pay yourself, is treat it like your children. Okay, that watch, that bag, those are gifts. Use that out of the 60%. That 10% you pay yourself, what you want to do with that 10%, truthfully, is you want to treat it like your children if you have children. And if you don't have children, if you were to have children, how would you treat those children? You want to protect them. You want to make sure it's safe. This is your principle. This is your foundation. Keep that 10% safe. Now, what's going to happen with that 10%? It's not going to make a lot because it's really safe. It's in a safe tool. It's in a safe little investment. Not really an investment. It's in a safe saving. But what do we want to do with that 10%? We want that 10% to have children, right? Right? Treat it like your children. So now you want that 10% to have your grandchildren, right? Now, what's going to happen with that 10%? It's going to start flowing into your children. Everybody's going to love each other. We're going to have children. We're going to have grandchildren. We're going to have great-grandchildren. Protect it. And I can guarantee if you protect it, and don't put it in investments, okay? Invest in it in things that's going to bring you money back. What I mean that because you want it to grow. Because if it doesn't grow, we can't create children with it, right? And then we can't create great-grandchildren, and we can't create great-great-grandchildren. But as this money is protected, that principle is protected, and we have it in places where we know it's going to bring money in. It's going to keep multiplying and multiplying and multiplying. What's going to happen? You're going to have more money. you're going to live the life that you want. But I'm telling you, 10% to God all the time, 10% to yourself, 20% to pay down your debt and bills, and 60% to live your lifestyle. And you're going to find out, by doing this method, you're going to eliminate all your debt. You're going to eliminate all your debt. But also on top, it may take a little bit depending on your debt, but you're going to eliminate everything. But also at the same time, what's going to happen? You're accumulating cash. Okay? So, it kind of brings me back to a statement Andrew Carnegie said, and I can't quote what book it is because I've read a lot of autobiographies on him. But, he stated, we live in the richest and freest country in the world, which is true. I mean, think about it. We are the richest. I mean, we hope so, but we are. I think we still are. We're in the richest, and we are in the freest country in the world, where no man is limited except by his own attitude and his own desires. So what's holding you back? It's all up here. It's all in your mind. It's your attitude, it's your desires that are the only thing that's going to keep you back. So the key is change your attitude. But I think, the formula that I gave is the best formula there is. Now, through time, I'm going to be going through more stuff. You guys told me I have to do something live or do a video every day on this page. So, the biggest thing is making a change. So, if everybody could keep that formula together, I'm going to tell you right now, don't go buy these quick fix books. Everybody's got something out there for sale. I'm going to promise you right now, this page, there's nothing for sale here. We're here to help you, okay? And it's not just me. We're going to have other people coming in, and we're going to help you. We're going to teach you. We're going to train you. And you know what? We're going to start this huge movement, and it's just going to be awesome.